So you can imagine that the liver is very, very busy, especially now when we have so much junk in our environment, in our cleaning products, in our cosmetics. Everything these days is baseline toxic. So our liver is very, very busy. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Good Gut Feeling podcast, where we digest modern medicine with old world wisdom. Today, we're going to talk about my favorite organ, and that is the liver. I love the liver. Even before I finished my training, I actually thought about becoming a hepatologist. A hepatologist is a liver doctor. It's a subspecialty of gastroenterology, so the liver disease is included in gastroenterology. Many people don't know that. It's not just the digestive tract, it also includes the liver. But there's further specialization after finishing that. You can do another year and be even super specialized in hepatology. I thought I wanted to do that. I didn't end up doing that, but the liver is still my favorite organ. Before we jump right in, today's episode and all our previous episodes are for educational purposes only, and they don't take the place of medical advice from your doctor. So the liver, we hear so much about the liver. People are doing liver cleanses, liver detoxes. What is the liver and what does it do and how does it work? Because it is a very, very complex organ. It's big. We store more blood in the liver than we do at any organ at any time. So the liver is filled with blood. It's a really big organ. It has a lot of functions. It helps in digestion. Basically, it creates bile. So we think of bile as in the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores the bile that the liver makes, and there's all these channels that connect the liver and the gallbladder, where the liver makes the bile and sends it to the gallbladder, and then the gallbladder also goes through these biliary channels and secretes it into the small intestine to help digestion, to help break down fats. So liver is a key player in digestion. That's not its only function. The liver has many, many functions. And everything that we take gets metabolized and detoxified in the liver. So medications, foods, any type of toxins are actually detoxified in the liver. That is a main role of the liver, is detoxification. So you can imagine that the liver is very, very busy, especially now when we have so much junk in our environment, in our cleaning products, in our cosmetics. Everything these days is baseline toxic. So our liver is very, very busy. The liver detoxifies most pharmaceuticals as well. So drugs, I'm talking about prescription drugs or over-the-counter drugs, are actually metabolized in the liver, so the liver does extra work when we take pills. But that applies to really everything, including supplements, including foods. The liver has a role in this process. So what does that mean? Well, the liver's big, it holds a lot of blood, it can do a whole lot. But there comes a time where the liver needs a little bit of a break. The liver can be overloaded. And there is such a thing as liver failure. Liver failure can occur from chronic liver disease, such as hepatitis, such as chronic alcohol use can affect the liver and can cause cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is end-stage liver disease. Like every other structure in our body, the liver can get inflamed. What happens when we have chronic inflammation over and over and over again is that it forms a scar. And when there is scarring in the liver, and the scarring becomes, when there's a lot of scarring in the liver and the liver becomes mostly scarred, that is cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is end-stage liver disease. The liver goes from like normal size, then it first becomes inflamed, it becomes bigger, and then it shrinks down and becomes like this shrunk down, scarred up liver, and that's end-stage cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is not pretty. Cirrhosis can really have many effects on the whole body, from the heart to the lungs to the skin to the eyes. It really affects the whole body because the liver is so central. The liver is so central, and that's end-stage cirrhosis. However, there are people who have liver failure from acute things. So what does that mean? So let's say they have no liver disease, but they take too much Tylenol, or they take Tylenol and alcohol and they need less of each one, or Even antibiotics. Antibiotics are one of the most common causes of drug-induced liver injury. There's something we call DILI, drug-induced liver injury. That can actually be mild to liver failure requiring a transplant. It's not extremely common. However, and most people who take antibiotics are okay. However, when we see a person in the hospital who has liver injury, acute liver injury, we must ask about antibiotics. It is one of the most common medications that causes drug-induced liver injury. And why am I telling you? Because most of you probably will never ever have this. Because you can see that if small percentage, a tiny percentage perhaps, but not non-existent, can have complete liver failure from antibiotics. Antibiotics affect the liver. And it's not only antibiotics. Every pill affects the liver. So what does that mean? That means we have to be smart. That means we have to be smart with what we take. It's not more is more. We need to take what we need to take, but we don't need to take just in case and when it's not dangerous or when we're not sure. It's important to really know what you're taking and why you're taking, because everything has far-reaching effects. So number one, how do you keep your liver healthy and clean is stay away from things that are toxic to the liver that you don't necessarily need. So be conscious of cleaning products, be conscious of beauty products, be conscious of which pharmaceuticals you're taking. Be conservative, be cautious, be smart, talk to your doctor, ask why things are prescribed. Even over-the-counter drugs. Tylenol, when taken in large doses, can cause death. It can cause liver failure. The dose that can cause liver failure of Tylenol is very high. However, that dose is lower if someone's drinking alcohol. So you need to be conscious of that. Yes, it's pretty safe to take 500 milligrams, 1 gram of Tylenol. For most people, it's not an issue. However, it should be taken only when needed and be cautious with it because it does affect the liver. If at higher doses it can cause liver failure, at lower doses it won't cause liver failure, but it is going to affect the liver. So number one way to keep your liver healthy is stay away from things that are bad for the liver, which include any kind of pills, any kind of toxins in our air we can't control. But toxins that we put on our bodies, toxins that we wash our bodies with, toxins that we wash our homes with, we can control that. Even toxins that we spray in our grass, toxins that are sprayed on our food. The liver is so complex and interesting. And as any organ, and if you look at traditional Chinese medicine, if you look at Ayurveda, if you look at Jewish mysticism across the board, there's a lot of consistency about how we store emotions in our organs. And the liver is absolutely one of them. And what emotions are stored in the liver across the board, no matter where, which system, which culture, is anger and pride. The organs have an energetic system, an essence to it. They have meridians, channels of energy that are associated with it. So when we have emotions, good emotions, bad emotions, they're stored in our organs and affect us from a health perspective. So from a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, from a holistic perspective, anger is stored in the liver. Now some people may say, well, I'm not like an angry person. I'm quiet, I'm shy, I'm reserved, but anger can be directed inwards. Anger can be anger at yourself. Anger can be also things like resentment, a quiet anger. So when we do this work here at Whole God Health, we see how it's these emotions and these experiences and these subconscious beliefs that people have are so ingrained in their physical health. So what else can we do? We take care of our emotional and mental health. That's absolutely vital for every body part, including the liver. Something we hear a lot. Liver cleanse, liver detox, drink this drink, eat this food, take this pill, take this herb. There are herbs that work well and help the liver, but they need to be taken with caution. It's not just, they need to be taken with caution. Herbs are like medications. In some ways, they're very potent, they're very powerful, and you need to know what you're doing. Milk thistle, dandelion, red sage, those are some of my favorite herbs for the liver. Always take them with the help of someone who knows what they're doing. Dandelion's another great one. Actually, dandelion, You can eat dandelion, and that is also just the regular greens. You can put them in your salad, you can juice them. Also great for the liver. Getting to foods. How can we do a gentle cleanse, a gentle detox that anyone can do for their liver? Because remember, your liver works really hard, especially now we're exposed to stuff, we're exposed to toxins. There's mold, there's pollution. Even we can't avoid going into buildings, the cleaning products, you name it. But we have a lot of resilience. We have a body that's able to detox. So we just need to support the liver to make it work a little, make its work a little easier. Foods. Number one foods to help clean your liver are leafy green veggies, especially raw. So whether you like kale or chard or dandelion, those are all great foods to help the liver. So whatever you like. Do you like arugula? Do you like collard greens? To help clean, detoxify the liver so it can work again, so it can work better. Another superfood that I love for the liver, it can be used as an herb, but you can also be used fresh, which is amazing, is turmeric. Yes, you can get it as a pill. The active component in turmeric is curcumin, and there's so many supplements with it, but you know what? There's nothing like the actual herb, which tastes kind of funny. It's a root. It looks like ginger a little bit, but orange. But juiced or in a smoothie or on your foods, amazing superfood to help detox the liver. Fresh fruits and vegetables. All kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables. Get them in different colors. You get red, you get green, orange. Get all kinds of fresh, raw fruits and veggies. Beets are one of my favorite veggies. They actually help promote bile. They help promote bile production, help with detox. They're great for the gut. All these fruits and veggies are also great for the gut itself because they're great sources of fiber. And what do we want to do with that fiber? We want to feed the great bugs in our body, the microbiome. Microbiome is essential for everything, and of course essential for liver function as well. So feed your microbiome. Take care of your emotional health. Stay away from toxins that can affect the liver and keep your liver healthy. It always comes back to the basics. There are some liver cleanses, some more potent liver cleanses. There are some medical procedures. However, all those, some are good, some are great, some are not so good. They need to be used with caution. I have seen people get sick from them when used in the wrong way, because remember, what do those things do? They may be pulling things out of the organs, but if the body's not ready to get rid of them in a healthy way, in an effective way, or the body's not ready to get all that stuff so fast, people can get very, very sick. They can feel terrible. So everything needs to be done with caution. Great foods, emotional health, taking care of those things, safe for everyone. What really, when you start getting to the deeper detoxes and cleanses, they may work. And they may work very well, and I've used them, and I use them on my patients, but they must be used with caution and care. If you like this content, if you like what you heard, please find us on wholegut.com. Stay healthy, stay gutsy, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.